So we're first told about the Great Calamity, which is pretty much a giant crystal that formed in the middle of the city that causes people to get infected. These are known as fusion crystals, and they bind to anything that is either living or non-living. You get introduced to the main character and his sister before, for some reason, all of a sudden you guys are randomly blown up, causing you to get knocked down and probably unconscious by this point. You then get saved by this absolute baddie whose name is Sova, and she pretty much tells you everything that's going on and tries to get you up to speed. She lets you know about the Promised Land, the people of Nebu and Horus, and how she pretty much is leading Rasparta, which are the bad guys, the main antagonist. The MC also spills that you and your sister grew up orphaned and that you mined this crystal to try and make money, which I mean, I respect. You gotta get your money up. I mess with it. After a certain amount of time has taken place in the story, you figure out that your little sister, Rhina, has actually been partially infected by this crystal. Because of this, you guys are being relentlessly hunted down and chased, and causing you guys to find yourself between a rock and a hard place. Quite the pickle. Because of this, your sister gives her life to protect you guys. Well, kind of, not really. She's neither considered dead or living, which is pretty funny. But either way, she saved you guys, but in doing so, her body has fused with this crystal, and she is now encapsulated in it. And for some reason, you're knocked out unconscious, and then you arrive at the base of operations. Teslovik Renriru brings up a so-called relic that allows those who have been fused with the core given another chance in a way of separating them. So now it is your whole mission as an older brother to find this relic, obtain it, and then get your sister freed. That's all. I'll go into the main story just to avoid any spoilers if you guys ever want to play it in the future. On to the gameplay next. The enemies, or the game calls them cases, will attack their corresponding positions depending on where they're at. Every attack that you do builds up rage for your characters, allowing them to automatically proc a skill. Of course, when this rage bar is fully filled, and then resets on every skill. Every move, including the enemies, builds up fusion points. These are artifacts of your choosing that you get to take into a fight that are actually quite helpful. You are given an auto battler, which actually works quite well, with some fights even being able to be skipped entirely. And if you can't skip them, you're given up to 3 times speed. There's also a quick battle for farming skills and materials for your characters without you having to go through the map and search for them yourself, or just constantly be running dungeons and rerunning stages, of course. Your character level cap is what you currently are, so if you are level 10, then your party members can only be upgraded to a max level of 10. Augment levels, which are pretty much your skills. These will increase your passives and your attributes for said characters. For every battle completed, you are awarded a set of stars depending on how well you have done, allowing you to unlock extra loot as you progress through certain stages. The game allows you a squad up to 6 party members, with 5 party members being unlocked at level 10 and 6 party members being unlocked at level 15. To get your 100 free pulls, you must reach chapter 3, and to claim them, you must reach chapter 7. As of currently recording this video, there is a total of 99 skins that are obtainable in the shop, and my goodness, they're actually insane, to be honest. Out of every gacha game that I've played, to be quite fair, it's pretty insane. You unlock the Intelligence Center, which is pretty much a place where you'll be collecting relics. This will allow you to increase an ally attribute bonus, while memory bonds increase stats on certain party members with fragments or memory bonds obtained through the Ember events for each chapter. Work agency, pretty much sending your characters on expeditions to acquire resources for development. We have dorms, which I'm pretty sure we all know what dorms are in most mobile gacha games. It's just a nice little side thing while you're out of energy, or maybe you just don't feel like going on to another stage. The Leisure Center, where you increase bond levels with gifts to unlock special story, case files, and even certain dialogue, depending on how long you've obtained the character for. Oh my god. Bond levels also increase the members' basic attributes for whatever faction they are, which I thought was pretty cool, to be honest. There is also a cage fight, which is a way for your party members to challenge another player's real party in a PvP setting. Although I do think this is purely stat check, it's a nice way to earn some rewards and rank up a bit, which is good for the competitive side, honestly. Abyssal Dive, which is pretty engaging and fun, can also be auto-battled as well, and you get some pretty decent rewards depending on how deep you go. As for the gacha aspect, the probability for the rarity goes for UR 6 stars at a 2.2% drop rate, SSR 5 stars at a 5% drop rate, SR 4 stars at a 19% drop rate, and rares just at 3 stars for a 73.8% drop rate, with a guaranteed SSR for every 60 pulls, with pity being carried over for the next limited banner. In my opinion, it's not the greatest in terms of quality and ARP sharpness. You're not getting a super high quality mobile gacha game experience like Arknights or Limbus Company. But for the game, it's not too much of a deal breaker for me, although I know to some it might be. The chibi models are actually surprisingly very high quality, which is pretty cute, although the same can't be said for the incredible amounts of skill animation put into the game. However, I do appreciate the developers and the artist and the animation team for taking their time to deliver skill animations for every character in the game. It is a really nice touch, to be honest. After giving it some time and playing the game for a bit longer than I honestly intended to, it's pretty fun, even with all the gooning going on. If you go onto any reviews, whether it be on the App Store or on Steam, people will rave about how F2P the game is, which honestly, I'd have to agree. I personally haven't played that long, but the game does give you a lot of free stuff in the mail and for simply just progressing through the story, which is nice. Although it also does tend to throw a lot of promotion at you now and then, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. In terms of the gameplay loop, I think it's pretty decent, although I can see it getting quite stale pretty quick for the long run. It's good enough, to say the least. The PvP is fun. The Abyssal seems like it can keep you busy for a while, although I wouldn't be too sure about the longevity of all this. Just like any other gacha game, inevitably you do hit a point with some of them where the game just gets uninteresting and you just don't feel the need to be playing it anymore. Although, to be honest, I think I'll probably be playing it for a little while longer just to see where it goes from there. As for the final rating, I'd give it a 3 in terms of the feel, a 2 in terms of the presentation and polish, 5 in terms of eco, 2 in terms of narrative and world building, and the longevity, I mean, only time will really tell. As of right now, I'm still going to give it a couple more chances and play it through, but right now I'm going to give it a 3 with a total of 15 out of 25 points for the rating. The gameplay is good enough to be interesting from an idle standpoint, although I fear that is as far as it gets. It's definitely a second screen game or just something to kill time with if you're bored, like when your homeboy tells you to hop on a game, but he's taken a while, so you actually hop in and you decide not to queue up, so you just decide to hop on and goon for a little bit and call. Either way, let me know if you guys will be trying Echocalypse. Just give me a comment down below and let me know what you think, or if you've already played the game before, I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. Other than that, you can give me some other games to try while you're at it, and I'll be happy to try them, of course. But other than that, you guys take care, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. I don't know.